So, hello and thank you so much for tuning in today to the channel again. This is Sonia. I wanted to follow up with the previous video with the pressing of those shirts that I designed the projects for school. So here's my little setup. I have my heat press, I have my Teflon sheet. This is a non-stick sheet that will help the project adhere to the garment better. Also, I'm going to go ahead and turn my machine on and we're going to get started pressing these shirts. All right, so I have my stack of shirts. I purchased these from Michaels, 3 for $10. Michaels is a craft store. They do have an online presence. Right now there is a 50% off coupon that you can take advantage of. I also will show you guys how to use the self-healing mat, that green mat that the shirts are sitting on. This is an option that you can use if you don't want to invest in the Cricut Bright Pad. I've used this self-healing mat for a long time and it's a very good buy. Like I said, Michaels sells these as well, and with the 50% off coupon you could definitely enjoy one of these things, especially knowing that you cannot use the 50% off coupon with Cricut accessories and whatnot. So it's really easy. You do have to keep in mind, use caution because this is heat. We want our heat press to get up to at least 320 degrees. I like to press cotton shirts at 320 degrees for about 15 seconds. Additionally, something that I've started doing is just heating up the garment for about 5 seconds before putting the project onto the garment. What that does to me is like it prepares the surface and it's a wrinkle-free surface, and I'm able to make sure that the project sits evenly on the shirt or on the garment that I'm using. And once that happens, I will go ahead and lay the Teflon sheet over the garment as well, like such. And from that point, it's pretty much like redundancy. I remove the transfer paper that the project was held on to, and I will sometimes, if I remember to, I'll go ahead and replace the Teflon sheet over the garment with the project adhered to it and apply heat just for about 5 more seconds, just kind of like sealing the project like that. So it goes by pretty quickly. I know that I learned through repetition, so I'm going to let you guys enjoy this footage, and I'll come back in when I'm about to work on the self-healing mat. Something else that you want to be very mindful of is when you're removing the transfer paper from the garment, be very careful because the plate is very hot. You're working around heat, so you want to use as much caution as possible. Hence, you do not want children or pets nearby. I've secured a small area in my craft room where my heat press lives there. Literally, it stays in this area. I have a small space that I can occupy where no one will get burned. There won't be any accidents or what have you, and I'm able to do this rather quickly. So keep that in mind. The area that you decide to house your heat press and make this your area where you make your garments or make merchandise for your business or what have you, just make sure it's an area where children and pets and people will steer clear from, because accidents can happen so quickly. So just definitely use caution. Something else that I want to tell you about is the weeding tools. Now, Cricut is branded, of course, but there's ways around the weeding tool. For example, Walmart has where you buy your toothbrushes in that area. We have Walmart stores here, and Walmart does have an online presence. But you can use like a dental pick, or even you could use like a needle to do the weeding, to do the weeding, which is removing the negative spaces that you do not want transferred to the garment that you're using. So you don't necessarily have to fall in line with the branding of Cricut. Cricut makes everything easy by having it all in one place where you can utilize their branded accessories and whatnot. But trust me, there's ways around investing in this type of crafting if it's something that you're interested in, or if you just want to do it for, say, like family reunions or what have you. You don't have to necessarily go out and buy these different things. The weeding tool that Cricut sells, every once in a while they'll have a sale on these over at Michael's, but it's far and few in between. I think there might be a 25% off coupon that might be running around Michael's website right now. I'm not sure, but in retrospect, I wish that I would have done a little more research before I would have invested in it, but I'm sharing my mishap with you guys. So yeah, like the dental tools, same idea. What's another tool? Michael's does offer the 40% off coupon for their, what do you call it, crochet hooks. You can definitely use one of those hooks and that will work as well. It's the hook that works with the Martha Stewart line, and you can definitely use your 40 to 50% off coupon with that. So just want to share with you different ways that you can make this affordable and end up with some very nice merchandise, or your own clothing line for that matter. So this is the healing mat, the self-healing mat. And what happens is every time you use something pointed against the green mat, if it makes an indentation in it, it heals itself. It will not stay in that green mat. I don't know the material as far as how it's made, what it's made from, but it works very, very well. And so I enjoy it. And as you can see, it makes weeding easy and it gets the job done. But for those very detailed projects that you may have, very detailed projects might require something a little more than this self-weeding tool, the self-weeding mat. You might want the Cricut Bright Pad, and I'm so glad that I've invested in it. And that's what I shared with you in the earlier video. But here you can see I incorporate my blue masking tape. I wrap a piece of it around my fingers. I don't like a messy area, so to speak, so I put the little piece of tape to catch the small pieces that might get in the way and what have you, but it works well. Well, that's the video. I'll let you guys enjoy it. Please check the description box for further information. Also, post your comments, and please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. This is Sonia saying thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.